Here we are, all set to go with the last race of the year. It is all about to happen for the final event of the FIA GT1 World Championship here from San Luis. As we've already seen, the championship got sorted yesterday in the qualifying race in terms of the drivers, but the team's championship is still to be fought for here this afternoon, and I can tell you JRM are very keen to try and do that. Track temperature 40 degrees, so it's warm. It's slightly earlier in the day for the race than it was yesterday, and it's an absolutely stunning day. Beautiful weather conditions, barely any cloud at all, Johnny, so really ideal conditions, but it's going to be warm inside those cockpits. Looking down on the grid there is the number 3 Hexis car that's starting on the 4th row of the grid of Cliffio Piccioni. And, well, they had a bit of a disappointing time yesterday. They'll certainly be looking to try and move up the grid. Hexis are still in with an outside chance of the team's championship, but it is an outside chance. They really need some of their rival teams to have a bit of a problem today. They sit in 3rd place in the points. Jan Struve of young driver Aston Martin will talk to us now.
Jan, you've got quite the fight on your hands, starting from 3rd row back. Can you take the team's championship?
I can say one thing, we will do our very best. We will fight to the end, and I hope the race will keep exciting the whole way, and then all cars stay in the race, so we will really end it in a good way and not too many crashes.
Thank you.
So, young driver, they have that 3-point advantage going into this final race of the season. It is the Corvette that's on pole position then. Pastorelli on pole with alongside him the new champions. Then on the 2nd row of the grid we have the Schwager Pastorelli Lamborghini and the Bernoldi Katzberg Nissan. Behind them, all important, it's Alex Muller in the Aston Martin and the number 38 Lambo next door. Then it's Brabham on that 4th row of the grid with the first of the Hexis cars. Then Lamborghini and Ford together on row number 5. On row number 6, it's the other Corvette, Michael Rossi starting that one. On row number 7, we've got Jonathan Kennard and Christian Hohenadel. And then as we get towards the back, it is the Bassliners and Westbrook cars together on row 8. And at the back, Max Martin. They've not had a very good weekend so far. They're coming up through the final turn. They've got to get themselves all queued up nice and neatly to be able to get the signal to go for the start. We are getting ready for the final race of the championship. The last event of 2011 in the FIA GT1 World Championship is about to go. Watch the lights are out already, and it is the Corvette that makes the call. Oh! And the world champions are taken out. The world champions are out in a big crash immediately. And it's taken the Aston out as well, though. I think the young driver car, is it involved in the... I'm not sure it is. I'm not sure it is. The young driver car might have had a bit of contact, but I don't think they might have got through that. So let's see, it's one of the sumo pack. The Aston's at the back. The Aston's right at the back. The race has been brought under yellow flags, of course, and you're on board here with Alex Muller. He is still going. He is still going now. What are they? It's under green, actually. It's not under yellow yet. They've all slowed down, but actually it's not under safety car conditions at the moment. So maybe the start was called off. Michael Krum watching. Oh, he can't believe it. From the pit lane. Well, it didn't happen yesterday. It could have done, of course. They've won the Drivers' Championship. But, Johnny, could you see how that all started?
Not really. I could only see there a Lamborghini. I saw a movement from a Lamborghini that then hit the back of, I think it was Michael Krum, but I'm not really sure. Again, we'll have to really see on the replay. But obviously someone definitely got tapped. Here we go.
So, coming down, the Corvette moves across.
Yeah, it's the Nissan. No, it's the Nissan actually hits the back of the Alinco Lamborghini, and that actually then shot him across and losing control. So it was actually the Nissan there.
Let's get down to the pits because Haley Coxon has found Lucas Luhr on his way back in.
Lucas, such a disappointing start for you. Not the way you wanted to end the weekend.
Oh, especially I don't know what happened. You know, the Corvette had a better get-go and I was behind him, and suddenly I just felt a big hit from the right, the right side, and my car just went into a 90 degrees angle straight into the wall, and then I just closed my eyes, and there was a couple of more cars were hitting, and you know, well, I don't know what happened.
I'm glad you're okay. Thank you, Lucas.
Let's have a look from one of the onboard as they come down to, this is the onboard, the other Corvette, the number 12 car, as they came down, and it's all sort of happening ahead. And did he manage to, he did well there to avoid it, didn't he?
Good. There's the young driver there spinning on our left.
That is the Aston. We thought it was involved somehow, but it's not been left there in this wreckage yard that all these other cars are in. The race gets underway once again. Muller trying to pull away from Pastorelli in second place, Francesco that is, and here comes Richard Westbrook making a move on Manuel Laut for third. Westbrook really going on the attack in the Nissan, but he's not quite alongside as they go into turns 1 and 2, and he has to settle in behind the Lamborghini. Up front, the top two beginning to ease away already, and Westbrook going on the charge here. Manuel Laut cuts across to the inside in the Lamborghini as we ride on board with Christian Hohenadel right behind his teammate, and Westbrook now knows he's got to try and do something here, but now he's got the Aston up trying to get past him on the inside there. Piccioni trying to get past Westbrook as Westbrook was trying to get past the Lamborghini. Crazy stuff, but good racing now as they're all released, and it's the Aston of Alex Muller that leads. Westbrook still can't get past that Lamborghini, although potentially he's a lot quicker. He's got a good exit out of the chicane as the Corvette behind trying to move up as well. The number 12 Corvette and Michael Rossi, this is the view from him. And I think that Hohenadel lost out a little bit in the Hexis Aston Martin and might have nearly lost a place to one of the Fords, the Belgian racing Fords. Marcus Paltala in the number 10 car. Oh, Westbrook has got past. He's got past. Oh. And there's contact between the Hexis Aston Martin and the Lamborghini. And on board, the other car of Christian Hohenadel, who's in the group as well. That was Piccioni's car that had a bit of contact. Oh, what's going on here? Somebody's gone incredibly wide. So that's car 12, it's the Corvette in trouble with the onboard camera, and there was contact, I think, with the Aston. Now on board with Christian Hohenadel as he battles his way through, trying to make another place if at all possible. He's battling actually there with Bernoldi. Hohenadel got squeezed out on that lap. I'm not quite sure where it all went on. Look at the pit stops. Several cars coming in straight away for the pit stop. Tyre smoke pouring off Christian Hohenadel's car.
I think he just lost his bonnet there. He's got some bodywork rubbing on that front level. You see the smoke from the tyre. So that's not looking very good because he's lost the whole front bonnet.
So Alex Muller's come in from the lead. Thomas Enger taking over as the tyres are changed. Westbrook has come in as well from third place to hand over to Peter Dumbreck.
I didn't think they were ready then.
And the Corvette, is that in? Yes, the Corvette has also come in, I think. So we'll check that and see how they get on with their pit stop as well. And Jelmer Berman will be taking over the Corvette, the number 11 car. So battle in pit lane. Which of them is going to be out first? Tyres still being changed.
There's the Aston.
And the Nissan, there's the 12 Corvette that we saw had pulled off to the side with a lot of damage on that car. And the Aston is still in front of the Nissan, but where's the Corvette? The Corvette, where is it? There. The Corvette's lost 3 places, well, 2 places. It's gone from second, it's down to fourth with Jelmer Berman. Remember, it's a small team that, and they don't have the sort of numbers of people to really work out who's the fastest and fittest of the tyre changes. They do with what they can, but they have lost a bit of time on the pit stop. But Thomas Enger leads in the young driver Aston up against Peter Dumbreck in the JRM Nissan. That is the battle for the team's championship. Drive-through penalty, for the Aston Martin. And that could be the decisive moment in the team's championship.
And that was for overtaking under those safety car procedures that we were trying to see.
So it could all be over in terms of young driver winning the team's championship because of a drive-through penalty for taking the lead under safety car procedures. Now, we're going to take a little look back at the replay. There goes the Aston on the left. On the left, you just saw him go through on the left. Now, we think that they were under safety car boards by that time, but it's still jolly hard to tell.
That was a brave move, and it worked.
It worked. It did work, indeed. I don't know if it's still Hohenadel in the goal, whether it's Piccinini when they've forgotten to flick their switch. But anyway, he's managed to get the place back. Little battle going on between the two Fords, right behind, side by side, and just squeezing through in the number 41 car and getting the place is Jan Claret, who puts a wheel over the curb as he does so. Oh, he's coming in. Yeah. Enger is coming in for the drive-through penalty. Their arguments presumably have not prevailed, and Thomas Enger comes in, and this is presumably the end of young drivers' hopes unless the Nissan breaks down now. How frustrated is he? All that hard work this year. Well, the decision has been taken, and now there's a drive-through.
That's what I thought.
There's a drive-through for Peter Dumbreck. So this car, that changes it again. Now the team's championship is going to go back in favour of young driver Aston Martin. Wow. My goodness, what a seesaw this is. They've decided that that car also overtook under safety car procedures, and Richard Westbrook not giving much away. A slight lift of the eyebrows there from Richard but they were all doing it. You know, they were all trying to gain advantage, which if the boards weren't out, you're allowed to do, but as soon as they're out, of course, you've got to behave. And
it was still that yellow again. You
yeah,
don't overtake when there's a yellow.
That's right. So they've taken advantage. They've been given a drive-through penalty, which will mean the battle for the lead is going to be between the Aston, number 3 of Steph Dusseldorf, the Hex's car, and Jelmer Berman in the Corvette right behind them. There's been nothing to choose between these two for the last few laps. Let's get some reactions from the pits. Let's go down to the young driver team first of all and get their take on it.
Aaron, your impression, do you think that Alex just didn't see the yellow flag?
Yeah, we have talked a lot of time now with the race director, and he have showed us, yeah, it was a yellow flag outside, and sorry, we can nothing do. He has not seen the board, he has not seen the yellow flags, Alex, and yeah, okay, he's go on. And now, after the race director has spoken with the race director, we have seen, yeah, okay, the yellow flag was out, and sorry, okay, that's it.
Thank you.
So there was a yellow flag there. It must have been the one you spotted, I think, in that background of that shot. And